Hey guys, we've got another iPhone 5 case review for you. We've got the Pelican Pro Gear Vault series for the iPhone 5, the CE1180. We did a review for the CE1150 earlier, and you can check that out in the annotations right here. Okay, let's get on with the review. Now, we've already used this for several days just to see how it works. And so the case looks like this. It comes in a case like this. And this is the first iOS case for anything that I've actually had to install screws into. It comes in 3 different parts. You've got the faceplate. This one does come with a screen protector, which is unlike the 1150, and the back. So, in terms of taking your iPhone in and out of this case, you probably wouldn't. I, for one, switch between a lot of different cases, so depending on where I am for that week, I will use a different case. So the back of the case is made out of the same plastic that Pelican makes out of their cases. The camera covering has some sort of dragon glass covering, some sort of trademark thing. The inside has this soft plastic, and so the iPhone actually just sits right into it. It's fitted to the iPhone, and it's very, very snug. It's very, very tight in the sense that the dimensions fit the iPhone 5 very, very well. Putting the screen protector on is fairly easy. You just plop that piece right on top after you take out all the protective coverings. And everything's pretty straightforward. There's holes that everything lines up within the case, and then you just plop the top on and you put screws into it. So this case is meant to be dropped. It is not waterproof. It is weather resistant, so you can leave it out in the rain and whatnot according to the specs. We haven't tried the rain test or anything. There isn't. The nice thing that Pelican does is that they give you a little screwdriver that you can use, so you're not looking for a tiny Torx wrench around in your house. So this is the iPhone 5 in the Pelican case, and it adds a lot of size to the iPhone 5. For the few days that I was using this case, I felt like I was using an Android phone because it was so much bigger and so much larger and generically unwieldy to put in my pocket. Anyways, the power button is a little tight, but it works. The side, there is a really big knob for the sound. I found myself really using that knob because it's so pronounced. It's right there. I had this tendency to turn it on and off, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The plus, minus buttons, the volume buttons, they all work very, very well. There wasn't any sort of latency between pushing the button and having the response show up on the screen. The case itself, one of the things I did notice was that the screen protector kind of diffuses the retina screen, so it makes it look pixely. So that's not a great thing, but again, if you're a person who doesn't really care about being able to not see pixels on your screen, this might not bother you. And over a span of a few days, I totally ignored the fact, or even forgot the fact, that the screen was kind of scattering the light so that the retina screen didn't look as nice. The back of the case, there's no rubber feet or anything, so it slides fairly easily across any surface, so you might have to be wary that your phone could just fly off your table. But if that is really the case, this CE1180 will definitely protect your phone. When you're lugging around this hunk of plastic and foam, you feel like you can throw it at something and not have it break. Anyway, so we'll do just that. Maybe not throwing, but we'll kind of mimic a oopsie drop. So we've got our video here. Hello. We've got our wonderful camera person, Agata. And, oh no, I dropped my phone. And look, still recording and working. So we will definitely drop this even more. So let's head outside and let's go. Oh my gosh! Just kidding. So we're outside, we've got the Pelican CE1180 with us, and we're going to do a bunch of drop tests. This thing is rated to be droppable up to 72 inches, which is about 6 feet. Actually, it is 6 feet. So we are going to film using the camera on the iPhone as well as on our camera to see if that truly is the case. So I'm about 5'8", so we'll drop it from here. And there I am. So, the screen's still moving, I'm still recording stuff. Next test, we will do a skipping it like a rock. Let's go take a look. And it is still recording. So, as you notice, this isn't the nicest thing to drop your phone on, but it still works. So the button kind of came undone and the rock got in, but yeah, I definitely recommend this case for people who don't really care about what phone they have but definitely need a phone, like a construction worker who just throws stuff around. So this is the iPhone after we played Skip It in the parking lot on some gravel and some rocks, and as you can tell, the thing's actually fairly beat up, but the iPhone is still on and it's still collecting video and whatnot, so we're going to crack it open and see if there's actually any internal damage or anything that got into the case. So as you can tell, there isn't actually much damage. There's a lot of scuffing and whatnot from the gravel and such, but the screws kind of stayed, and you can definitely tell where the impacts were on the case on the front. If we flip it over, the protruding camera or the controls are still there, which is nice. I was surprised given that, you know, that button, that little turning knob for the volume sticks out so much. Other than that, the case fared fairly well. Again, it's a very solid feeling case. There isn't much that I feel can really bust it up on an everyday use scenario. So, alright, we're going to crack it open and see if our iPhone is still in one piece. And see if our poor iPhone is still an iPhone. Again, this is the only case that I've actually had to install using a screwdriver and whatnot. So the iPhone sits in there like that, and doesn't. Now I've just scratched it. Doesn't look like there's any sort of damage on the iPhone. I'm gonna pass it off to my QA/QCer. So, as you can tell, it's scuffed up pretty bad. The corners got pretty banged up. There's a little piece that kind of got taken out, and the camera glass thing is still there. Buttons still turn. So, as I mentioned outside, I think this is a great case for if you're a construction worker and you don't really care much about the phone other than the fact that it's a phone and you've got a bunch of contacts and some camera stuff on there. This is a pretty tough feeling case, and as you can tell from how we treated it outside, it lives up to its name of being a Pelican tough case. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. Did it pass? Okay, awesome. Anyway. So again, this is the Pelican CE1180, and we picked it up from our friends over at Optimal Case and Lights, OCLI.ca. So if you're interested in buying one of these cases, definitely check them out for the different colors and the prices. Thank you, Akata. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Check out our links below for more videos, as well as a link to Optimal Case and Lice, and we've got some other fun videos that involves Nerf guns and whatnot. So check that out too. Anyways, talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Advanced Spatial Design Inc. Information seen differently.